Hello and welcome. The issue of bullying has become a continuing challenge in our world today. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, bullying is defined as abuse or maltreatment of someone vulnerable by someone more stronger or more powerful. Wikipedia puts forth this, that bullying is characterized by three criteria: hostile intent, imbalance of power, and repetition over a period of time. Today we want to find out if there can be a case for bullying. I have with me children from the Gulf Estate Good News Club with diverging opinions ranging from ages 8 to 13 to discuss this subject with me. Join me as we find out more from our youngsters. To start off, let's be sure we're all on the same page. What are the most prevalent forms of bullying?
I would say social bullying. This is the use of various means to destroy or damage someone's social relationship by publicly embarrassing them. The bully has the intention of causing humiliation. There have been circumstances that have stopped our friends from coming to school because of the lies being told about them.
I would say verbal bullying. This includes name-calling, insults, teasing, intimidation, racist remarks, or verbal abuse. Ones whose harsh words like a sword thrust, but the tongue of the wise brings healing.
There is cyberbullying. These days, trend on social media or game chats get exposed to strangers and are bullied online. Let us take this case of Amara Todd, who in 2012 ABC News released how she committed suicide after releasing a video of her bullying struggles.
I would say physical bullying is the most prevalent. This includes hitting, slap, punching, pinching, tripping, pushing, etc. In my previous school, there was a bully who either mocked me or punched me in the head at the end of school. So most of the times I'll have to hide under my chair so that he will not bully me. But he was a clever boy, so sometimes he will catch me and then chase me around the entire school and then beat me on the head while doing that. So I got very upset, so I decided to tell my mom about the incident. She understood, and then she decided to take me to a new school after she talked about it with my principal.
Are there any advantages to bullying?
Bullying teaches kids conflict resolution skills. If kids who are bullied always look for an authoritative figure to defend them, they won't learn how to resolve conflict on their own. And when these kids grow up, they might have an intimidating neighbor who is playing the music too high. Since they don't know how to resolve conflict on their own, they might likely go and call the landlord or the police, or will they nicely go to the neighbor and ask him to turn the music down?
Respectfully, I believe you have it wrong. Order is placed in the society to avoid chaos. Children are taught to escalate conflicts to higher authority to avoid anarchy. Bullying is not a form of conflict resolution. It's a way of hurting others.
Bullying actually inspires greatness. Winston Churchill, Roosevelt, and Lincoln were all bullied in their childhood. This is and always had something to stand up against. This is what helped forge greatness within them and later their followers. Without bullies, this world will be without great men and women.
I agree. Bullying can also make a person more empathetic.
Interesting. What do you think about these assertions?
I hear you both and I acknowledge what you said. However, why damage an individual to forge greatness? There are better ways to encourage greatness, like by leading by example, sharing in their sacrifice, or appealing to their emotions.
Very true. Also, you don't have to be a bully to be an empathetic person. If you understand that we all have feelings, you'll realize that it's important to acknowledge other people's feelings. And by doing that, you become a more empathetic person, which is more humane than to have memory that scar you for life.
According to Harriet Ball, in her 2008 research in child psychology, psychological traits are inheritable. Do you think bullying is an inherent behavior or it's adopted over time?
Of course, bullying is majorly an inherent behavior. As we know, most bullies are natural-born leaders. They have the power to control others to achieve set goals, and this makes them potential leaders since they are already born with the composition.
I beg to differ. According to Sylvia Joseph in her 2021 research on social learning theory, application on bullying phenomenon, most people learn aggressive behaviors from parents or rivals. This is to imply that bullying is a learned behavior. Like what you said, if at all bullies are naturally, then I guess that is where tyranny lies.
Moving forward, a lot has been done by schools, governments, and our families to stop bullying. Nonetheless, bullying seems to increase, perhaps rather exponentially. Why do you think bullying persists in our world today?
Bullies are often ignorant of the consequences. You know, naturally, children just want to be happy. But those who have been exposed to cruel fun don't know how much damage they're doing and how it can affect their lives and the lives of their victims.
I think the reason to build courage and resilience is the reason why bullying persists. The world in general is not a nice place to be, that people will be mean to you, and that you have to decide to either ignore it or toughen up and show them that you're not to be messed with.
Oh, no. Actually, the definition of adversity is given as conditions marked by distress, misfortunes, and calamity. There's a big difference between bullying and adversity. While bullying is a harmful and damaging act, adversity refines character and builds up resilience in the process.
According to a 1995 psychology publication by Roy and Mark from University of Queensland and Duke University, humans are fundamentally motivated by the need to belong. It is inherent for children to want to belong. Therefore, they might fall into the company of bullies against their better judgment.
There's always a form of prejudice at the root of bullying. It's not uncommon for people to bully their peers who are different in some ways. For instance, people may be targeted because they have special needs or food allergies. Other times, kids may be singled out because of their religion, their race, or their looks.
Welcome once again. This time, I'm still with children from the Gulf Estate Good News Club, ages 9 to 11. And are here to tell us how to stop bullying in our world today and how the bullied can implement measures to stop them from being bullied. What measures do you think victims of bullies should implement to help them rid of bullies?
Stand up for yourself. If you stand your ground and give the bully a stern warning, they will never repeat such again.
Speak up, report bullies to authorities or your parents. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The bullies lose their power as a report, and they also get to face disciplinary measures.
Ignore bullying as it occurs. If someone makes a comment about your appearance, personality, or anything else, just ignore it. When you can walk away without saying anything, do so. Bullies thrive on a reaction and will be less likely to target those who do not react. You don't want that attention, so don't give them your attention.
Raise an alarm. If someone is threatening you or physically hurting you, use a strong voice to shout, yell, or scream. The idea is to scare off the bully by attracting attention to the situation, especially from an adult or a teacher.
Stay in a group. Make more friends. Bullies are less likely to target someone who is with a group of friends, as they are scared of being overpowered. Moving in positive company in areas around the school known to be bullying hotspots, such as the playground, restroom, and locker room, can help ward bullies off.
Understanding your value. Bullies often target people who do not think highly of themselves. Your perception influences your behavior, so think highly of yourself, and this will increase your confidence and naturally ward off bullies.
Speak up for others. Always stand up for others, even if they are not part of your group of friends. Sometimes the victim needs someone who is stronger than them to help them in reporting the bully.
What do you think parents should do to help stop bullying in our world today?
Build confidence. Parents should tell their children the unique qualities they love about them and reinforce positive behaviors that they would like to see more. When a parent lets their child know how proud they are of them, it will go a long way to increasing the child's confidence level.
Listen more. Studies show that attentive listening is important for children. It helps a parent to bond with their child and encourage open communication.
Teach them to handle teasing. Teach the children strategies that will empower them and reduce the feeling of helplessness.
Role-play, what-if situations. Parents can create a simple list of words, direct responses, like,
leave me alone, back off, that wasn't nice, etc. And then role-play the bully and ask if the child can repeat these lines till he is confident enough.
There you have it, guys. You've heard from our youngsters that bullying persists in our world and it causes harm to others. So if you're a bully out there and you're listening to this, our youngsters are saying to you, stop bullying others. And probably you are bullied out there and you cannot speak up for yourself. Just like you've heard our youngsters say, you could always report to your parents. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Thank you and see you in our next video.